Hi guys. The next commandment which we are going to see here is dominate your challenges. You need to dominate your challenges. So as I have told you in my previous video that not to give up, never give up because you'll be having so many failures, so many challenges, how to handle them. So this is one which I can say micro level to the one previous one. Why I'm telling dominate your challenges is take it from me, or take it from the nature that when you are doing something, there will be hurdles. So there, it is not an easy path. Okay, and especially when you are new in a field where you have no clue and you're learning and you're stumbling and you're getting up and then moving ahead, it is entirely a new game for you. Then there will be a lot of challenges. You won't even think of so why I'm getting all these things. But the mindset what you need to have is you need to dominate them. It's okay, let them come, but how do you dominate those challenges? Okay, those things should not dominate you. Those challenges should not dominate you. It is your mindset. You need to dominate them and then put them down. Why? Because when there are challenges and you have no clue how to face them, how to handle them, and then you will be in a verge to giving up. Okay, this is very tough task for me. This is very impossible way of doing things. I thought it was easy. I got into that, but now when I stepped into the actual action, I'm finding it very difficult. I didn't assume that this risk might come, this challenge might come. You might be thinking, and you might give up. It's okay. As I told you in a previous in my previous video, don't give up. Have that mindset. I told you we will figure it out later, right? The next thing after never giving up, we need to do is we need to dominate those challenges. Our mindset should be in such a way how we dominate that. I don't know how to dominate it. I got a problem. How do I do it? That we need to figure it out. So first and foremost thing is you have to have that mindset clarity that what state you are into. One, I don't want to give up. Never giving up any cost. Next, challenges are there. Challenges are at different magnitude. How do I give? How do I handle it? How do I face these people? How do I face these challenges? I am new. I don't have experience, and all these things. Negative things comes into your mind, but make sure that you dominate that. Psychologically, you tell that I am going to dominate the challenges. Then you will figure it out how to do it. Okay. One example I tell you. When I started working on my projects, and I told you, right, it is a software as a service products I'm building, and I'm having passion to building products and all. So one of the product is called Pen Your Book. Okay, Pen Your Book. So I am very much since childhood I wanted to become an author. Okay, I want a book by my name. Okay, a best-selling book. Okay, which is in the marketplace, and people are buying, and then it should be author written by Y.P. Venkata Rohini Kumar. And I have that zeal since my childhood. One funny thing, when I was studying 9th standard or 8th standard, I used to collect different textbooks, and I used to copy and then try to have a book kind of a thing. Copy the text and okay, this is what I have written. It's a funny thing. When I don't know that what I'm doing is plagiarism and all. I have only thought of having a book of my own on my name. Okay. Later on, when I was working on this, so that idea came into my mind, and that is still there in my mind since my childhood. And then I found out how to write a book. I've been doing research for almost 4 to 5 years, reading different books, different genre of books, and different styles of writing. How do you write a screenplay? How do you write a short novel? How do you write a self-help book? How do you write a textbook? How do you write a workbook? So there are different books available in the market. So all these things, all these books. So everybody, who are wanted to become author, and they have their own talent or skill set. They wanted to project it in the books, but they don't know how to write it. Okay, how the first draft look, how to do work, layout of a book, how to do a proofing of a book, how to edit the book, and how do you structure the different chapters in a book. All these things they don't know. So I have done all these research, and I wanted to build a system, a product, a software product, in such a way that any new person comes to my website, they, even though they are beginners, they will learn the skills of writing the book, and then with their ideas and when their content, put it in the book, edit, do all the stuff what they can do it, and then send it for publishing. So that was my product idea, and I'm building on that. Okay. So now what happened is I filed a trademark for my product, Pen Your Book. Okay, Pen Your Book. Okay, suddenly I get an objection from one of the giant, it's called Facebook. Facebook lawyers, objected the trademarks for that, and they sent me a legal notice stating that you're infringing our product, and you should not use that one, and withdraw your trademarks and all. So once I got that legal notice, I was shocked. Okay, how come Facebook, such a big giant, and sending a legal notice to me, who is just cropping up. Just I'm coming up. I'm building my product, and they have not even into the market and all. How come they? So this is a challenge. So usually what happens is people will drop that idea. Okay, I can't face it, challenges with Facebook. I can't go head-on collision with Facebook and all. Okay, and they'll drop it. But guys, what I did is I was not having any fears. Okay, I was not having any issues with that. I've just seen the notice. I've read that. I've seen whether is that something which I have went into their borders, which I am not should be done ethically. I found out. Okay, and I read that letter and all. And it's a very what do you say? It's a blatant email. Letter notice that doesn't serve the purpose. Okay, they don't want a new entrant to come into their market, and the name is also similar. Okay, Facebook BOOK book, and then Pen Your Book BOOK book. So it is sounding similar. So they were under that impression. Okay, so they sent me to just withdraw it, but I didn't do it. I sent them a legal notice back. I stated that I will not be withdrawing it. So I was in a position to face that challenge, and send them a legal notice from my lawyers. Okay, why? Because I didn't copy their model. My model is entirely different one. I have a strong why for that. I wanted to serve a niche market of authors, how to write a book. Facebook is not doing that. I am doing that. My idea is different. Facebook idea is different. Okay, so my first commandment, I am having a clear-cut value, and I am ethical. I am not copying their model. I am on my own unique. So I need not worry about these legal notices. Number two, second is why factor. My product Pen Your Book has a strong why of why I am doing that. Who is the market people I am serving that. That is already there. So I need not worry about it. My ethics are good. My why is very good, and my never give up attitude is also good. So now I am in a state of dominating that challenge. I don't worry about that. Now you understood. If let's say I'm copying Facebook model itself, I'm trying to create a same replica of Facebook, then obviously I'll go behind bars. Because I am doing something wrong, which is unethical. So, but I'm not doing that. So now I'm dominating that challenge. So you will be in this state dominating the challenge until and unless if you don't follow the before 3 commandments. If you're not ethical, if you're not having a strong way, if you're not in a position of never giving up attitude, you cannot dominate your challenge. So for you to dominate your challenge, it is very important for you to follow these 10 commandments. Now you're able to understand, I guess, why I am telling you each one is very significant, that you need to be by default following these 10 commandments. So this is all a mindset game, this is all first, have to have a strong mindset of all these things, very clear of, how to do things, and then follow. So when you follow these three commandments, earlier three commandments, what I've told, you're dominating your challenge will become very easy for you. Okay, so in this way, I filed that, and definitely, I'm going to win that case. My lawyers are very strong enough, and they have given them proper evidence, supporting evidence of what my product is, what I'm going to do this, how, since when it is existing. So all these legal procedures are there. So I've been talking to the lawyers, and I'm giving them proper evidence to back my product, so that even government of India also will give us the trademarks. So we are in a clear position to face a giant like Facebook. So if you want to be in that situation, so follow these steps, okay? Follow the 10 commandments. So be ethical, have your value system, and then have a strong why, have a never giving up, attitude, and then you can dominate your challenges. So another example I would like to, quote here, when I started my company in 2017, I told you, right? But my idea, one of the idea I had long back. Okay, in 2012, I had idea, but I didn't have that maturity. I had it in 2017, in 2011. So what I did is, so one of my old friend, who is a developer, who is having a small, freelancing kind of a company where he does freelancing jobs. So I told him, okay, I have this plan. Why don't you do not do it for me? He told, okay, I will do it. And I told, okay, this is not like a friendship kind of a thing. I want it very professionally. You have to do it. And I'll pay you as per how you charge your clients. Payment is not a problem for me. So he told, it's okay, it's fine. And then he gave me a quotation, and I accepted, and we started working on that. And the simple logo, what he designed for that was not very impressive. Okay, so I do look at very creative in nature, and creatively I see I don't want similarities between other brands and also. So I always try to be very unique from the rest of the people. So I was not able to get convinced with this deliverable. So I told him I'm not happy with that, and then he later on he dropped it. He told, okay, things are not working between you and me. You can find out someone else who can work on your product, and then we parted away. And then in another 10 months, I guess, this guy who has copied my idea, and who built something half cooked, and he released into the market, and he's sending me the link of his Facebook group for that product to like. Excuse me. So looking at that, I was so pissed off, and my stomach was burning like anything. How could he copy my idea? And I simply told him, I sent him a message stating that I'm happy that, you are getting inspired from my idea. I didn't tell that, I was very diplomatic in telling, you copied my idea and all. So he sent me a reply message. He told, no, I was having that idea before itself, even before you came to me. Then why didn't you not implement it? And we had the discussion, why didn't you ever told me that you had a similar idea of that? Okay, now what to do? My idea was copied with someone. Now how do I do? Let's assume this is the idea I got influenced with some other model or some things. I can't move, right? I can't move because I am not having many more ideas. My mind is not working in that way. And if I am not doing that way, and I am having all the strong why, I know how to build a case, how to build an idea, how to innovate things. I'm least bothered about anybody copying that. And the thing what my friend released is not a full version of my idea, complete idea. I gave him only the upper layer of the things. He don't know what is the underground working of that model and that application does. So he was able to only copy the UI, and he just launched it, and that did not serve his purpose because he don't have that strong why, right? And then that didn't even was successful. It is not even there. I try to search and see how he's scaling up and all. It's not there right now. So see, he copied somebody else's idea. He's not having a why. He's a developer. He can develop and put it in the market. He couldn't do it because he is not having a strong why. So these kind of challenges keep coming. You have people who copy your ideas. You will have people who steal your information, and all these things are big challenges. So you should not get worried about this. You have to dominate these things. For your mindset should be very clear. The mindset should be very clear. Okay. He has to stolen one idea. Okay, leave it. I'll build another idea which is more stronger than that. Because see, I am the one who created that idea, right? I am the one who created that idea. So I know how to tweak it. I know the purpose. I know the why. I know the innovation behind that. I know the research and development I've done behind that. So a person who is copying your ideas, will not do all these things. He'll look at the superficial layer, okay, one idea, okay, and then he'll start working on it. But when you start working from, have a strong background behind that, do proper research, do proper homework, and come out with a solid idea, nobody can copy you. They might copy one layer, two layers, but that will not serve their purpose. They will be out of the market. They can't do it. So go depth into your niche. Go depth into your problems your customers are having, and then try to solve those things. So have a strong why. Have a strong why. What you're doing it, and once you have that strong why, then automatically everything will fall in place. So these kind of, there might be different challenges. I've just stated just 2 challenges. There might be any number of challenges. So only when you have the never giving up attitude, only you will be in a state of dominating your challenges. Okay, these challenges come daily. Daily one you will get or daily twice. It depends on person to person and the work you do. Okay, it is not that you don't get challenges, but small or big, you have to be in a situation where challenges should be suppressed. Challenges you need to dominate, and you should know how to handle the challenges. That is very, 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 very important. So these 10 commandments are my nature, my qualities, and I framed this 10 commandments in such a way that anybody who gets into entrepreneurship and who wants to have a business of his own, no matter what, if he's not having experience, and if he's new, and if he's failing, and he's having some problems scaling up, if you start diligently, religiously following these 10 commandments, definitely you will play a different game altogether. So I've been doing this, and I'm successful, and I'm exploring more depth into that, and I just wanted you guys also to have the same kind of success, and not just a small success, unshakable success. Unshakable, nobody can shake you. And your foundation, these are all the foundations I'm just teaching you guys. These are all the strong foundation pillars where you need to imbibe into, and if these are the things which you have to have deep rooted into your conscious, deep rooted into your mindset. Even if you are in sleep also, you should have this conscious state in your mind. So if you are able to do this, and then you will definitely be in a situation to dominate your challenges. So initially, it might be very difficult for most of the guys to have these things in a sequential, but practice it. Try to have different sources. Okay, this is not just a theoretical explanation I'm going to give you on these 10 commandments. I'll be also giving you a workbook or exercises How do you get into the state? So there are different IQ level people, okay, in our group. So some might quickly get into these states. Some might really take time to get into these states, but it's not a problem. Okay, slow and steady. Also, you try to have these things into your conscious state and build all these things. So these are very important. Okay, when I told you in the beginning in the webinar that you will have 100% success no matter what, no matter which markets they are. These are the underlying foundations, hardcore foundations, which I have been doing it, and these are my own self principles. You don't find these things in any books also. So I have patternized. I have built a system in such a way that following these things, you will never have a failure. You will always have the failure. Also, you'll try to embrace your failures. You'll start loving your failures. Okay, this is how I feel. Okay, fine. Okay, I learned something new. You'll get into a situation where you will be thinking about okay, I succeeded. Okay, fine. If I would have failed, I would have learned something new. Sounds crazy, right? Yeah, but it is like that. You will start to enjoy your success the same way, and you will start to enjoy your failures also the same way. And if you look at both the things in the same fashion, then you just keep working. You just move on. You don't worry about all these other consequences about failures and being bankrupt, or somebody copying your idea, or somebody putting a legal case against you and all. Until and unless you're legal, ethical, bounded, and you're following a proper system, nobody can do anything to you. Okay. Thank you.